remember what this book is about?
Spoon.
Spoon. Who's Spoon? What is Spoon?
He scoops up stuff.
He scoops up stuff. Oh, wow. Yes, he does scoop up stuff. Now, I'm going to reread this story because we read it earlier this week. But I want you this time, I want you to really think about and listen to how Spoon feels in the story, okay? We're going to talk about his emotions and how he's feeling.
What's
Okay?
that white thing in the book?
That's just a placemat. I mean, a placeholder for me. All right, ready? Here we go. Tell me the title of the book. What's the job of the author?
He writes the story.
And what about the job of the illustrator?
Draws the picture.
Draws the pictures. Very good. So the name of the story is Spoon. That is the title of the story. This is the title page. It has the title on it on the inside of the book. And guess what? This is Spoon.
He's waving.
He's waving. This is Spoon's family. Look at that. There's a lot of different types of spoons, right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of different types of spoons that you can use.
So that's so different.
Remember, I can't hear everybody at one time, and right now I'm reading the book, so please turn off your voices. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his best behavior there. She's very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta.
She looked like a woman. She looked like a woman.
Well, that's because she is. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran away with a spoon in a distant land. We know that story.
I know that.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle.
Cow
jumped over the moon.
I have your puzzle in there.
That's right, I do have that puzzle.
No, you forgot the title of the book.
I did not. Lately, though, Spoon had been feeling a little blue. What's wrong? Asked his mother. You look a bit bent out of shape. Nothing, mumbled Spoon. How do you think he's feeling right now?
He's feeling sad.
Blue, which means he's feeling what?
Sad.
He's feeling very sad. So when we look at our cards, our emotion cards, is this sad?
Yeah. No.
No, that's not sad. Let's see if we can figure it. What about this one?
No.
That's frustrated, yes. You're exactly right. And then what about this one?
Sad. Boring.
Boring? That's a good, yeah. But this one is disappointed. What about this one?
That was sad.
That's sad. Is that how Spoon feels?
Yeah.
He feels just like that. He does. And his mom's a little concerned about him, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's just that. I don't know. All my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to
Cut.
good.
And scoop.
And does he scoop or does he spread?
Spread.
He spreads. Good. I never get to cut or spread. Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't
Some
he?
spoons
So
spread.
some spoons do spread. Yes, you're absolutely right. But the job of a knife is to
Cut
and
spread.
to spread things on the bread. So his mom agreed. Yeah, that's a really neat job for a knife to have.
Do you remember you touched your knife?
I did. Remember we talked about being very safe and only allowing our parents
And you cut
or
the
adults?
apple
I
to
did.
make applesauce?
I did. And Fork. Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir crazy like I do.
Fork get to cut
Where
too.
does Fork go? Do you remember the place?
Spaghetti. He goes
What about
hot and then
what's hot?
stove.
This is a stove or a grill.
A grill.
And what about here?
He pick up things.
Salad. And what about here? What does Fork get to do?
Wrap
Wraps what?
spaghetti.
The spaghetti noodles, yeah. And what about the best part of Fork's job?
He eat cake.
Yum, yum cake. You're absolutely
I like
correct.
cake. I have cake at my house,
You
but
do?
I have cake when it
3,
was my birthday.
2, 1, 0. Let's go back to listening to our story. And chopsticks, they are so very cool and exotic. No one thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they? How do you think he feels about the chopsticks?
Because they get to pick up stuff.
They get to pick up stuff, and they do it in a really neat way.
What?
Remember Miss Burns put chopsticks in the home living area? How many of you had a chance to use those chopsticks? And then we played a game with the chopsticks. It's really, really tough to use chopsticks, right? It is. It can be really tough.
Look, that's their mommy.
Is that the mommy and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you remember, do you use a chopstick by itself? Do you use a chopstick by itself, just one?
No.
How do chopsticks? Two. They have to work two?
Yeah.
They have to work together. And Spoon loves that about chopstick. Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. You know what his friends were saying?
What?
Spoon is like so lucky, dudes, at night. He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. Like, really, like, I don't know why everybody's so serious. I'm just a knife. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with Spoon. Like, really, dude. Why do you have to be serious with Knife? Because why? Why do you have to be serious and safe with Knife?
Because he might cut you.
He's very sharp and he
And
will cut
he
you.
can cut you
He can
on
cut
your
you.
finger.
Right. So how do you
And
think
that's
that?
gonna hurt and you're gonna have a band-aid.
You're absolutely right. Now, so how do you think that Knife feels about Spoon? What does he think about Spoon?
Because he could scoop stuff out and he could pick stuff.
But how do you think? But how do you think that Knife feels about him? I have a lot of friends that are talking, and you should not be. How do you think? I told everyone to turn off their voice, and I meant what I said. Do you think that Knife felt worried about Spoon? No? What about scared? We talked about scared. Or sad or lonely? What about, do you think that Knife felt excited about Spoon? Look at his face. He says, Spoon is like so lucky, dude. So how do you think he felt about it? He felt excited. He wanted to be just like Spoon. Isn't that funny? But he's what? He's a what? He's a knife. Good. Spoon is so lucky, said Fort. He gets to measure stuff. He gets to measure stuff. No one ever does that with me. So Spoon also gets to measure things, and Fort knows this. Can you measure anything with a fork?
No.
Why not?
Cause you don't have no little round thing on it.
So you don't have the round part that a spoon has, but a fork has different pointy edges. So what happens when you go to pick up something like sugar? What happens to it? It does what?
It grabs you food. It grabs.
It falls through, yes. So when you have a spoon and you're going to measure something, will it all stay in that spoon?
Yeah.
It will. It will.
And then you will eat it. And you
Yes.
If it's soup, you can say.
Exactly.
I like
Listen to this. Listen to this part right here. Spoon is so lucky. Like, said Chopstick, he can go places by himself. We could never function apart. We have to stay together. Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me, look at Chopstick's.
English.
So look at Chopstick's face. Do they
they
wish they are because they have to stay together, and they
And
really
they
want to.
mommy
They
and
really want to
daddy.
be like Spoon because Spoon can do what?
Those are the babies.
Yeah, those are the babies. But Spoon gets to do what? Go by him.
So.
He can go by himself anywhere he wants to go. Chopstick has to stay with him.
He
That night, after bedtime story, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, "You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are, Jordan. Your friends will never know the joy of
You
diving
said joy.
head first into a bowl of
Ice cream.
yum."
And he said ice cream.
Here.
And he said ice cream. Ice cream cookie.
Ice cream. Yes.
Cookie.
How many of you have ever eaten a big bowl of ice cream? Tyrese, have you ever had a big bowl of ice cream? Oh, my favorite is Oreo cookie ice cream. I love Oreo cookie ice cream. And I always get a really big spoon, and I eat all of the ice cream in my bowl.
And I get a cherry on mine. I get an ice cream cone and I eat it with cherry.
Thank you. They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea.
Hot tea.
Yeah.
My grandma eat hot coffee.
Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time, and his mind was thinking. He was racing. His mind was really, really thinking. Aiden, you're going to have to hold your thought for 1 second, okay? I'd love to hear what you have to say, but I need for you to really turn it off. So there was only one thing to do. He went to his parents and said, I can't sleep. And they said, come snuggle, come spoon. And so he did. So they spooned. Sometimes when you're feeling happy, you want to be close to your parents. And sometimes when you're feeling sad like Spoon was, sometimes it's really good to get nice hugs from mommies and daddies, right?
Yeah.
Because it always makes you feel better. And so
Are they
Spoon,
laying on the pillow?
I want you to think about something. Spoon had a face, he had a mouth, he had arms and legs. Does this have those same things?
No.
No. So what makes,
We can draw with him.
so what
We
makes,
can draw with him.
so tell me something, what makes this spoon different from the spoon that we read about in our book?
We can draw.
I need you to raise your hand because I cannot hear everybody. Okay? Tell me what's different, which means they're not the same. Look at this spoon. Look at Spoon from the book. What makes them different, Autumn? Have a seat.
It don't have no face and it's long.
Okay. He doesn't have a face. What else? What else makes him different? He doesn't have a face. What else?
His
Egypt.
body is long.
Okay, so
His body is long. He don't got no body like us. We got a real body. He got a fake body. He's not
well, I
real.
think it's just his body is that of a spoon, which is different from Miss Burns' body and your body,
Our
because we're
body is
human.
big.
Am I a spoon?
Yeah.
Oh, so my body shouldn't look like a spoon.
Only-
So what else? Tell me
only
some
if
other
your
things that make them
head is
different.
like Ross can look like a spoon.
Tell me something different. We gotta hurry so we can go to Centers. Malik, tell me something different. That means they're not the same.
Only if it's a circle on your head.
This spoon I have right here, this is Spoon from the book. Look at them. They're not the same. What makes them different?
Because he don't have no arms or no
He
legs.
doesn't have arms or legs. Now I want you to look at
No,
the spoon from my spoon and then another spoon that I drew right here. What makes them the same?
because it don't have no arms or no legs.
What makes them the same? That means they look just alike.
Yeah, because they don't have no legs or no arms.
Mhm.
No faces.
Neither of them have a face.
No mouth. No eyes. No arms.
Noah,
No
can you go
toes.
open the door? Go open the
No
door.
feet. No legs. No stomach.
Uh-huh.
No belly button.
Okay, what else? What else?
Not belly button.
What else?
We got belly button.
What else?
Only humans.
Are we done? Cheyenne, I need for you to get your Kleenex off and put it in your hand. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of things that make them different and some things that make them the same. Now, what I want to do is, I want you guys to get ready to go to, well, I was waiting.
You said sit it.
So now we're going to get ready to go